Okay, welcome back.
はい。早速紅バラ会の作戦会議といきましょう。白百合会は来たる文化祭で何か仕掛けるそうだから。どうかした？
Ursula shook her head silently. After that, we chatted together for a while, but about nothing in particular. Conversation just winding down when
誰かしら。どうぞ。律子、ゆうべの。
First, the headmistress appeared surprised to see many people in the room. But once she saw my face, her expression began to twist in anger. Well, she wasn't leaving room for debate. Everyone in the room tensed in surprise.
みんなは私のお見舞いに来てくれて。それが何だというの。たとえ二人きりではないにしろ、男子が女子の部屋を訪問していいはずがないでしょう。だいたいお前には。やめて。
Her volume shocked even the headmistress.
まあいいわ。とにかくあなた方、早く帰りなさい。
Hey, headmistress. Again, I say this before I say again. Fuck you. Just plain old fuck you. We rushed out of the room like shooed alley cats. Didn't like the way the headmistress was glaring at me anyway.
びっくりした。相変わらずお母様ったらヒステリーなんだから。怒鳴ることもないわよね。生徒が部屋を行き来するのがそんなに気に食わないのかしら。ただ私、昨日もお姉様の部屋で顔を合わせたのですが、その時も。じゃあ人数が多すぎたせい？マサヤの存在じゃないかな。気がついた途端すごい顔してたもん。ああ、そっか。
The headmistress will probably try to block any attempt I made to talk to Risco. Maybe it was too early to make the assumption, but I couldn't help but feel despondent about it. Fucking face! God damn it! I forgot about that one. At the meeting the next day, Rise gave her suggestion for the coming cultural festival.
私、今度の文化祭は解放をテーマにやってみたいと思っているの。解放？解放？解放？マサヤさんと千穂さんに一つ質問があります。
What is it?
二人がうちに入る前に行っていた学校で文化祭の様子って。
What were they like? Chiho and I exchanged a glance.
どうっていうと、具体的に言ってお客さんって来てた？お客さんは来てたよね、普通に。
Yeah, parents and families and locals and all. It got pretty crowded.
それよ。
Rise thanked us for inputting with a nod.
賑やかで千客万来。それがきっと文化祭の普通の姿なんだと思うわ。普通というか、あえて言わせてもらえばあるべき姿といったとこ対する万千のはどう？両者を比較できる千穂さんにお尋ねするけれど、去年の文化祭、あなたはどう思った？そうだね。比べてみると寂しかったかな。
Only.
お客さんが少ないから。
How come? I guess the school is pretty far out.
いえ、一般客はお断りしているからよ。
Ah.
さすがに生徒の家族は入場を許可していますけどね。でもそれだけでは寂しいのは当然だもの。
Why are they permitted? Well, I guess I don't have to ask. Rise nodded with a better smile.
つまり理性としては、今年の文化祭は外部のお客さんも招こうっていう、そういうつもりなのね。はい。来年の共学化に向けての地ならしとして。 どう思う？いいんじゃない？うん賑やかで楽しそうですね。そう賛同してもらって嬉しいわ。マサヤさんは？
I'm in, of
じゃ
course.
あ文化祭において白百合会が掲げるテーゼはそれとして問題はどう実現するかよね。ですね。できますでしょうか。校長先生は当然反対するに決まっているわ。きっと青筋立てての大反対でしょうね。ということはボートね。ウィー
That should be easy. As I spoke, Rise and Ayaka both turned to me with narrowed
マ
eyes.
サヤくんね。そうは言うけどそんなに簡単なことじゃないわよこれは。
Really?
だって長年の伝統で結局人の意識ってそうそう変わらないわよ。
I see.
私も同意見。マサヤさん忘れてはダメよ。来年の改革に関してまだ反対派の方が圧倒的なのだから。
That was true, too. I folded my arms in thought, which means we have to get the students to be comfortable with openness. I thought and thought, but no ideas came. It was the same for the others as
問
well.
題はどうやってみんなの意識を変えていくかですが、開かれた文化祭にすることでどんなメリットがあるのか、どんな風に楽しくなって前までと違ってどの点がいいのか、それをアピールするのが手っ取り早いんじゃないかと思うの。メリットですか？なるほど。
No one objected to this line of thinking, and we decided to dedicate the following day to the discussion of the benefits of a open cultural festival. After class, the Railroad Society had their first meeting of the second term.
では会合を始めます。議題は来たる文化祭についてですが、紅バラ会としてはもちろん普通の文化祭を推奨するのよね。はい。ところで白百合会は何をするつもりなのでしょうか。具体的なことはまだね。何か考えていることはあるそうだけど。そうですか。いずれにしろリセ様のことですからきちんと宣伝はするつもりなのでしょうね。まあそうでしょうね。元から不利なんだもの。それは必死になるわよ。でもこちらは何かする必要もないわよね。傍観したところで結果は見えているわ。そうでしょうか。リツコはそうは思わないの？個人的には勝負事には全力で挑むべきだと思いますが。まあもちろん私はそれでも構わないけど。ただお姉様は本当にそれでいいのですか？
I'm trying to breathe. Kanomi looked at Risco in concern.
何よそれは。
Itsuki wasn't aware of Risco's feeling about Messiah. It was natural for her to be suspicious. Actually, she was so dense she didn't figure it out until someone told it to her face.
明日にでも白百合会に聞きに行きましょう。それからまた考えたいと思います。
Next day, we will meet up to discuss our plans. Immediately, there was a knock on the door.
どうぞ。ごきげんよう。ごきげんよう。ごきげんよう。あらみんなしてどうかした？
I'm trying to calm down. Itsuki looked questionably at Risco. Risco took a step forward.
参考までに白百合会が何をするつもりなのか聞いておきたいと思ったんです。それは今からみんなで案を出そうと思うのよ。でも方向性は昨日のうちに決まったわ。どういうものでしょう。ズバリ解放よ。解放。つまり外のお客さんをお招きするとかそういうことでしょうか。B、外のお客さんを？それって下界の人たちってことよね。できるのそんなこと。だから にする方法を考えようということよ。なるほど。ではその方法について私も聞かせてもらいます。え？なんで？参考までに。何の参考にするというのよ。
With a forcefulness unlike her usual self, Risco set up camp in the corner of the room. The other two followed her example. The rest of us exchanged puzzled glances.
急にどうしたのかしらね。やる気満々な感じ？確かに。
Raring for a fight, I glanced at Risco. I could understand Mitsuki being raring to go. It was usually she who acted as leader, with Risco a step behind her. But this time it was Risco who was standing at the fore. Even though until this moment she had always seemed to be hiding behind Mitsuki's shadow.
私たちのことは気にせず解放を始めてください。
It just makes it awkward still. I was impressed at how well Rise hid her uncertainty. There was no way we could conduct our meeting as usual, but we started up anyway.
私思ったんだけど、文化祭とは直接の関係はないけれど、外部に開放することのメリットは何と言っても出会いじゃないかしらね。出会い？外部のお客さんって当然男性も含まれているんでしょ？ええ、それはそうですね。女性限定ではこの場合意味がないですから。であれば異性との出会いを強調する。これで万千年の乙女も一からよ。出会いって不純だわ。そこ外野が口を挟まないように。失礼しました。ま、いいけど、でもそんなに不純かしらね。出会いがなければ恋だって生まれるはずもないわ。今年マサヤくんが来たらね、彼がいなかった場合の学校生活って今となっては私は想像も難しいけど、あんたはどうなの？私は
Isco was clearly flustered. I gazed at her. The meaning of business is not for the drastic turn in my destiny. I would never have interacted with someone like her. The same was surely true for Risco, too. As a result, I could only perceive our meeting as some kind of miracle or great karmic reward. I was praying that she felt the same way about me as well.
だいたい話はわかりました。
Without answering Ayaka's question, Risco rose from her seat.
私はこれで失礼します。ごきげん。あ、ちょっとお姉様。
As Risco swiftly left the room, the other two hurtled to follow her.
素直じゃないんだから。なんか変ね。いつこ結局どうするの？こちらも対抗措置を取りたいと思います。本気？はい。解放という路線、なかなか脅威のようにも感じましたから。
Hold on, I need to fix my ears.
出会いとか言ってうちの生徒がそんなものを期待するとも思えないけれど、それとも律子も彩香様と同じ意見なの？つまりマサヤさんとの出会いがどうとかそういうことを感じているの？まさかそんなことはありません。私がそんな。
You should.
わかってるわよ。ちょっと聞いてみただけで。まさか律子がそんな人だとは。それがお姉様らしさなんですよね。え？なんでもありません。私部活に行きますので、今日はこれで失礼します。ああ、ちょっと。何よ急に。まあいいわ。じゃあ律子、うちとしても広報活動に努めるということね。はい、了解。
After the Rose Society left, we continued our meeting. It was Saturday, so we had plenty of time. In the end, we accepted Ayaka's proposal and decided to push the idea of meeting boys as our platform.
でも具体的にはどうすればいいのかしらね。
What do you mean?
うちなんて異性とお付き合いのある人もあんまりいないはずだわ。だからサンプルが必要だったわけだけど、そんなウブな乙女が揃っている我が校としては、出会いとか言われてもピンとこない人が大多数だろうと想像できるというわけ。アピールする以上、それがいいものだっていう認識がないと何の意味もないわよね。
That's a good point.
どうしましょうっていうところなんだけど。
Ayaka looked around the table for opinions.
漫画やドラマで学習するというのはいかがでしょう。恋愛ものはよくありますよね。なるほど。最後ドロドロになって人情沙汰で終わるエキサイティングな恋愛っていいですよね。
No, I'm not interested in bloody mangas. The only bloody manga I think I ever read would be Another, Noblesse, and another's more, but I can't remember them.
せめてハッピーエンドで終わる作品の方がいいと思うけど。漫画やドラマもいいけれど、実演するというのも悪くないかもしれないわね。実演って？せっかく男子が目の前にいることですし、恋人同士を演じてみるというのもいいんじゃないでしょうか。ああ、そうね。あら、何よその反応は。相手が私では不満？
No, it's not that.
お相手役ってもうリセに決まっているの？いえ、別に決まっているというわけじゃ。じゃあ私も立候補しましょうかしらね。私こう見えて子供の時は女優を目指したこともあったのよ。本当ですか？心の中で思っただけだけどね。では私も立候補します。
Believe it or not, she really does become an actress.
じゃあ私も。何よその顔は。嫌な
I didn't say I don't like it.
照れくさいんでしょ。
Well, there's that. I also couldn't stop thinking about Risco. I wouldn't want to see the girl I like flirt with some other guy, even if it was just a performance. If Risco really did like me, then logically speaking, she'll feel the same way about me.
じゃあどうしましょう。マサヤさん、何か異論はあって？
Not especially.
まだ決まりね。相手役は？私？なんでリセさんって決まってるのかしらね。そうよね。決まってはいないわよね。
No.
じゃんけんにしましょうか。
We are going to go into the another big uh-oh.
よくってよ。
One of the many speed bumps.
じゃんけん。何？
As the three ball their fists in preparation, Ririko's voice pierced through.
恋愛ものの定番といえば三角関係です。そしてドロドロの人情沙汰に。もうそれはいい。で、三角関係がどうしたって？お相手役は2人いた方がいいのではないでしょうか。そうね。枠も増えるし。じゃあそうしましょうか。
The girls nodded, then they went through with their game. And I met up with Risco in the rec room. The mistress had been in a rage the night before, but even without that, it didn't seem right to go to her room by myself. Her expression was a lot harder than it had been the night I took her out to the festival, but I told her the situation. Yeah, I sketched up the particulars of the plan. There was something I wanted to ask you. They decided who would be partnering with me via rock, paper, scissors at lunch, but they probably wouldn't deny me if I asked. That's why I wanted to talk to Risco and see how she felt about it. And for my partner, I thought, what about you? She literally jumped 5 centimeters in the air. Her earlier distant expression did a complete 180, and she was now blushing a bright crimson. While the cold expression was always beautiful on her features, I definitely thought this was much cuter. Just thought I'd ask you if you wanted to. It's no good, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. I was aware of that, of course. For the Red Rose Society leader to help with the White Rose Society, no matter how you try to slice it, didn't make much sense. This girl looked at me with an emotion that was hard to describe. I hear you. Still, I wanted to ask. I told you before I really like you. That's why I thought it would be help me get to the performance better, you know. Yeah, sorry for trying to force you. Well, I'm going to start up the pretend dating act at the start of next week, so don't take it too seriously, okay? Well, bye. And you're not gonna like, I'm not gonna like anyway. Monday rolled around. We announced our intention to play lovers on our homepage so that the other students would know the score. Even so, it quickly became the center of attention, which was the point after all. And no, I did not want that. Okay, I see a hot dog sausage thing. And is that cream corn? They shoved the spoon and fork into my mouth at once. I thought I was going to choke. In addition, the utensils scratched against my teeth in a painful way. I can imagine that feeling uncomfortable having 2 utensils at once going in. Since I could chew them, it's scrambled it. How's that a scrambled egg? Do you eat scrambled egg with a spoon? I don't know. Since I couldn't chew them, the scrambled egg and sausage hung uncomfortably in my mouth. I will say my throat, but... I like them both, actually. While they glared at each other, I suddenly felt a chill go down my spine. They both seemed to realize it too and turned around in unison. Okay. What the? Hold up. Okay. They pulled the spoon and fork out of my mouth at once, leaned in towards each other, and whispered, Um, how did she get so small to the size of that mini, like, I bet that's also probably plastic too, maybe? I'm not sure.
でも事前に通告はしてあることだし、そうだよね。
On the shade of decorative plant, Risco was glaring coldly, or perhaps hotly, at us. Felt like I'd been caught doing something immoral.
言っちゃった。
But even after she was gone, the cold atmosphere seemed to linger around us.
リツコも硬いところがあるから、こういうのはきっと気に食わないのでしょうね。
That isn't the case. Oh no. Here we go again.
続きをやるわよ。あ、そうそう。
Um,
何よ、その嫌そうな顔は。
I just wish we could do things more like usual. I can't eat anything like this.
何弱気なこと言ってんのよ。
It's really not a question of heart.
さっさとあんする。
We kept up the act up all through lunchtime. But they were much less eager than they had been that morning. Surely it was because Arisco was watching them.
でも、リツコらしくないわね。というと、だってただじっと睨むだけなんて、もし私たちのしていることがいけないことであるなら、実際はそんなことないわけだけど、はっきりと言ってきそうなものだし、でも声をかけてくるわけでもない。なるほど。
Raise the spoon and fork and spoon so I can talk.
ごめん。失礼。
We looked back towards Risco again, but she was already gone.
リツコは確かに硬いところがあるけれど、それでも校長先生以上ということはないはずだわ。その校長先生
I like how most people are dense.
なぜリツコがあんなにプンプンするのか、ちょっと不思議ね。だよね。
Maybe we better stop.
やめたら他に何をするというのよ。
You got a point, I guess.
この方法で進むしかないわ。
Okay, there's more to pretend dating than just eating and force stuffing the guy's frickin' throat. You know, like walking down the hallway, holding hand. That day after class, I left my school building to find a large crowd assembly there. What, Risco? She was speaking to a large crowd. I started walking towards her to ask what was going on when Konomi approached. Hey there, what's going on? Oh no, a speech? I got a little closer to the crowd and listened in. True, romance cannot be rushed. But that doesn't mean you can frickin' arrange it. Sound like a speech advocating the Red Rose Society's platform. That's the reason, but I thought they weren't going to take action. The line need exercise until it's full power or something like that. Did something change? I looked back to the speech. The crowd seemed to be listening to her very enthusiastically. I see. Risco seemed very accustomed to giving speeches. There was no sign of her usual reserved demeanor. But why the sun changed the position, I wonder? Hold up. Oh, I had to go to the next part anyway.